Wabash Carnegie Public Library Oral History Program, Wednesday, November 7th, 1973. Let me see. Now we're talking to Mr. John Cash at your home at 755 Washington Street in Wabash, Indiana. Mr. Cash, where were you born?
I was born in Kentucky.
What town?
Why, Barrett and Broadway. Barrett and Broadway.
Yeah.
They had a flour mill, a Ballard's flour mill, and I worked there.
At Ballard's Flour Mill?
Yeah.
And how do you spell that town you were born in?
Kentucky.
How about the town?
Town's fine, wonderful.
Yeah, okay. And what year were you born?
I was born in 1881.
And that makes you how old now?
92 years old.
All right, sir. And what was your father's name?
My father's name was John. My mother's name was Mary.
Yeah. What was her maiden name?
Well, I don't think them days she didn't have none. Them days, no maiden name.
Yeah. Did you remember your grandfather?
Yes, sir. He had dark, black, curly hair.
Mm-hmm.
He was buried in Cave Hill Cemetery.
Uh-huh. At Cave City?
Yeah.
At Cave City, yeah. And was that on your father's side or on your mother's side?
Well, that was on my father's side.
Do you remember your mother's parents?
Well, my mother, of course, my father, he wasn't very well. He was a high climber, and he painted a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
And he worked in tinner trade, the tinner.
Right. That was on your mother's side. Your father on your mother's side.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Did you have any brothers or sisters?
No, sir. I had 3 sisters, and I was the only boy.
You were the only boy, yeah. What do you remember when you were a little boy? Going to school or anything like that?
Oh, yes. I tell you what I used to remember. Now, some of my kinfolks took care of me.
Mm-hmm.
Jumped from one another. They got old and had to go to another one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so the last one was Uncle Henry, his wife.
Mm-hmm.
He was a stonemason.
Mm-hmm.
He laid these big stones around churches.
Mm-hmm.
And once in a while he used to send me down when he was a little bitty kid.
Mm-hmm.
I used to run along the curbings and pick up apple cores and eat them.
Why?
I just habit, you know, how kids do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he used to drink quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And he sent me down there at the saloon there, they called it saloon them days, with a half-a-pint bottle, empty.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd go down there, I'd get over half a pint for a dime of whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
And he always liked his whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
So, now you ask me a question.
How about your sisters? Were they older than you were or younger?
Well, I was the oldest. And Annie, she was 2 years younger than I was. And Carrie, she never was married, my sister Carrie. And little Katie, she lived all by herself. Her husband had died years ago.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Sam Hellam.
Sam Hellam, yeah. Well, what did your father do for a living?
Well, he was a tinner by trade and a high climber.
Uh-huh.
Painted smokestacks there in Louisville.
Uh-huh. Well, you were born right in Louisville then?
I was born on Barrett and Broadway, just like I told you.
Yes,
I used to go up on them commons, you know,
Uh-huh.
and roll around, play around up there. Now, guess what's up there now? They built a hospital way up on that hill.
Uh-huh. Did you go to school?
Oh, yes. Always went to school. I had to go to school.
Where did you go to school?
On Broadway.
Uh-huh.
Went to school on Broadway.
Yeah. Do you remember your early teachers?
No, I don't remember her.
Yeah. How long did you stay in school?
Oh, till I was 8 years in school.
Mm-hmm.
That some days was different what it is right today, you know. That you got to go to school, you're 16.
Mm-hmm.
see.
But back in those days, you could quit anytime you wanted to.
Yeah, anytime you wanted it.
What did you kids do for recreation and fun in those days when you were in school?
Well, sir, we had a hobby liking pigeons, you know. We always had pigeons to play with and all that. Of course, we never had much hobby, but I tell you now what happened next time now. Now, you see, I was raised in an orphan's home, a Catholic orphan's home.
Mm-hmm. In Louisville?
In Louisville, St. Joseph's Orphan's Home. You see, Uncle Henry and Amy couldn't take care of us. They got so old, you know. So I happened to be, my relation was a lot of them Catholic, you know. Mm-hmm. So they went and seen the orphan committee mm-hmm. and put all three of us in the orphans committee. Mm-hmm. Well, got down there, you know, and it was I ran away twice out the gate. Wanted to get up there, the railroad track went up, I had to get up on the hill. So I wanted to see them mules pull that streetcar mm-hmm. along up there on top, on the street. Mm-hmm. And the man that used to drive the mules between the track, you know, the mules between the track, he'd have black snake, he would hit, you know, mm-hmm. and they had a turntable mm-hmm. there in town, and that they pull that there on a turntable, the streetcar they call it, mm-hmm. and go right around and come right on into town. Mm-hmm. And boy, they'd gallop and he'd take that black snake, he just whipped the heck out of them. So, well, then they stopped me from running out of the gate. Mm-hmm. I would try to run away. And on one side was the girl's side, and on that side was the boy's side. Mm-hmm. And so I got used to it. I couldn't talk to the girls over there. They had a boardwalk went all the way out to the gates, you know. Mm-hmm. We had to be on our own side. Mm-hmm. Couldn't get to see them.
How old were you when you went to the orphanage?
When I went to the orphanage, 8 years old.
8 years old.
Yeah.
And how long did you stay?
Huh?
When was it you left? How old were you when you left?
Oh, well, I tell you, they got a habit, you know, when you get 11 years old, you know, why, you make the first communion, what mm-hmm. they call it. Mm-hmm. After you make your first communion, why, you got to do all the work around there, what has to be done, you know. So there was one day come, Mr. Jeremy McCarty and Pete Zeller had went to a funeral that day, and they drove a horse and top wagon. They come there to get a boy out of there. Mm-hmm. Well, they took us up there in the office, and I wanted to be in the country, and Henry Lahr, he wanted to be in, he didn't want to be in the country. So they picked me, that's what they wanted, the country. Mm-hmm. So they took me out of there, and Jeremy McCarty, he's the one wanted me. Mm-hmm. But Pete Zeller didn't. See, they were brother-in-laws. Mm-hmm. So took me on out there and showed me their home. And I had to get up 4 o'clock in the morning, mm-hmm. go down to the stable, mm-hmm. and feed the horses, the hogs, milk the cow, clean the place out, the barn out, bring them out, drink water, and put them back in there. Well, then, after that was all up, I go up and eat my breakfast. Mm-hmm. So, after I had my breakfast, I go down there and harness up the horses, take them up there and hook them to the plow, mm-hmm. go to plow on the ground, walk behind the plow, mm-hmm. go to walking. That's what I do all day, you know, get the ground shaped to plant garden and stuff. Mm-hmm.
Now, would they let you go to school then?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had plenty of time to go to school, so I'd do that after I come home from school.
Yeah. Didn't you get tired getting up early in the morning? And
well, no, I didn't get tired. I was young, I was pull out a pep in me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How long? Go ahead.
And so every Sunday morning, they'd maybe go to church. Mm-hmm. And, well, I'd go to church, come home for dinner. Then in the afternoon, they had another church. I had to go again in the afternoon. They call it Vespers, you know. Mm-hmm. Vespers, that way. Well, and so that was all right on a Sunday. So every year, the 4th of July, the Catholics would give a Christmas, or they'd give what do you call it, a big to-doons, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And up at St. Matthew's, have a big crowd, you know, have all kinds of eats and all that. He'd give me 50 cents to spend to buy something.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, that was all right. So when I become 20 years old,
Mm-hmm.
I quit Jerry McCarty and went right across the street and started working for Mr. Zeller.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, I worked over there then, and he took me to town with a team of horses to get some manure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, learn me the route, city. Well, all he had to do is show me one time. I went in there by myself, so I had to pull in the alley. They had a funeral home there, and pull in the alley, put my wagon up there, and there's a big door there where all that manure was at. You know, I had to get in there, and boy, that stuff was hot with steam. I couldn't see the wagon, you know. I just take chances. So, well, I'd get a load on, and I'd go out home, and by George, rather than the road was so pikey, it was awful.
Mm-hmm.
It was awful pikey. So,
What do you mean by pikey?
rough pike road, they call them, you know. There used to be niggers sitting along the road. They have a pile of rock. They'd be sitting there and busting them rocks fine to fill up all the holes along the street. They had rough streets them days,
Mm-hmm.
awful rough streets. Well,
So you took the load of manure home then? You
oh, yeah, and throw it on a pile.
Uh-huh.
And then, when spring come, I had to hook a cart to the horse to the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Load it up and take it out in the field and put it in piles. So many piles, just keep it going on right away. When I had it all hauled out there, that piece filled, I'd go out there with a fork and spread it all over the ground nice. From one pile to another I'd go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was ready then to plow under it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What did he plant?
Oh, everything. Tomatoes, cabbage, corn, all kinds of vegetables you can imagine we used to plant.
So in other words, you went from the orphanage to this man's farm as sort of an indentured servant.
Yeah.
And then when you were 20 years old, you quit him and...
Well, yeah, I got to be 21. I had to be 21, so I got to be 21. I had some money coming in from Jerry McCarty all them years I lived there, you know. It was about 8 years I worked for Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
And every 3 months he'd put in $15 at the orphan committees.
Mm-hmm.
They saved that until I got till I got old enough and to get it, you know. Well, they took me in the insurance bank, and guess what I got in them years? $160.
Did you think that was fair?
For 8 years? No, that wasn't nothing.
What did you do about it?
I went and took that money. They want me to let some in the bank. I said, no, I want it all. Mm-hmm. So I got it all. Bought me a whole suit of clothes and nice outfit and everything. And, so after I'd done that, when I quit them then I went to another man, Matt Shell. Mm-hmm. He was a truck guard. I made my home there with him. So I stayed there, and I had I had $60 left out of my money. So old man Shell used to buy horses from a Jew. Mm-hmm. So he couldn't come up, you know. He was trying to put lock, stock, and barrel on him, you know. So I was out there in the hotbeds there where they raise plants. Come out there, and I had the $65. He was crying. He begged me. I give him that $65. That helped him out. Mm-hmm. So the only way I could get it is to take it out in board. Mm-hmm. Stay there and take it out in board.
Did you?
Oh, yeah, sure. So, I used to knuckle a little bit, but he was so good to me, I never had no place else to go, so I made my home there. That shell, he had 3 girls and 2 boys.
What did you do then after you left Max?
Oh, I went down the road there. I got me a job with an old Dutchman. He wanted me to work for him. He ran a little milk there, And he had 3 daughters, Rosie, Mary, and Cleo. Cleo, something, there was someone. I can't think of that.
What was his last name?
Who? Mr. Stuckenborg.
Stuckenberg?
Old man Stuckenberg. He was living, but his wife had died years ago. So there was the 3 girls. Leona, she got married, and Mamie worked at Whiskey House, and Rosie took care of the house. Rosie. Stuckenborg, you call him. Rosie Stuckenberg. Well, then I stayed there a long time, and so then I want to quit and get me a job in the city. Well, I got me a job in the city. I had 2 buddies. We lived in the country, all 3 of us. We had to walk all the way by George in town to our job.
That was in Louisville.
Yeah, all the way. We walked that distance. But of the Saturday, we'd catch a streetcar home. Saturday was paid. And I worked at Peasley and Galbraith, and I only made $7 a week there, them days, and my boss made $15 a week. Of course, stuff was cheap them days, Everything was cheap. Well, I kept that up, and so finally, I quit. I want to get a job, paid more money. I worked at went to Louisville Gas Company. I worked there.
Doing what?
Why, I was working in a blacksmith shop. They was making these iron buggies where they made gas, that they'd use coal to make that gas. And, well, then...
How old were you then?
Oh, I was in the 30s. About 30 years old when I had my prime then.
Right.
Oh, I kept it going, so I worked at the gas company, and they sent me downtown to get something. I went on downtown, all these old clothes on dirty. Down that part where I said, "Say, you looking for work?" I said, "No." I said, "I haven't got a job. I work up there at the gas company." Oh, just that away. So I went on back home. I went back to my job. They sent me after something, I worked, I don't know how many factories I worked in several factories there in Louisville.
What kind of pay did you make working for those factories?
Well, I didn't make but 90 cents an hour to get at the gas company, in the blacksmith shop. And they, so then, Hoover was the superintendent there, coming back in his shop, and he says, "John," says, "can you read and write?" I said, "Yes, sir." So you know what he wanted to give me? He wanted to give me a job up above, right around up a pint, had to be all by itself. It was upstairs, run that business upstairs. Oh, I said, "Mr. Hoover," I said, "I can't." I said, "I live way out in the country, and I can't get in town there to get a job like that. And I hate to leave these people. Been with them so long, and I board there and pay them board." And he's gone down to the blacksmith shop. Sent me down to the blacksmith shop.
Sent you back to the blacksmith shop?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, how long did you work for the gas company then? How many years?
The gas company? Well, I'll tell you how it happened. You see, they shut the gas company down. When that natural gas come, they call it the Nestle. And that year they shut it down. We all had to get out and
find something else.
Yeah.
What year was that about?
Oh, I see.
After World War I or before?
It was before.
Before World War I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born in 1881.
Yeah. Then what did you do after you lost your job at the gas company?
Let's see, what did I do? Well, I hunted another job, just like I told you. I went to Peasley and Galbraith, got a job.
You worked at Peasley and Galbraith before or after the gas company?
After.
Afterwards.
All I had to do was sit down. I'd done a lot of soldering.
Mm-hmm.
I got $7 a week.
Mm-hmm.
The boss got $15 a week.
What did Peasley Galbraith make?
Oh, they made all kinds of tinware, you know, buckets and all kinds of stuff. All I had to do was sit down and solder all day, put a vent on the buckets, you know, make cans and one thing and another.
Did you like that kind of work?
Oh, yeah, it was easy.
Did they pay you much?
$7 a week, I told you.
$7 a week. And then how long
So
did...
I was all for myself, you know. I paid $3 a week board out of that, too.
Yeah.
See, I had $4 left. That was enough for me to spend and run around.
Yeah. You weren't married in those days anyway.
Oh, no. I never got married. I was 40 years old.
Yeah. What did you do after Peasley and Galbraith?
At Peasley and Galbraith, let's see.
Well, you must have had some other jobs after that, did you?
Oh, yes, yeah.
What are some of the other jobs that you had?
Well, see, when I got tired working in the city,
Yes.
I wanted to go to country and work. I didn't care to work in the factory no more. I didn't like factory work.
Uh-huh.
And I went out in the country, and I worked for the farmers around there, and I batched for 4 years in an old log cabin, one door and one window in it. So I knew they had the water in the house. I had to go down through a pasture, you know, to get spring water to drink. And I heard jumped a lizard up my leg. And I jumped and jumped around. I turned all this run out there and come on back. And I used to work for old man Bill Bush. He's just in his wife living, you know. I work around amongst the farmers, truck guarders, do all that kind of work had to be done.
Yeah.
And so I lived there until I got married then.
What year? You were
Well, I was 40 years old,
you were 40 years old and you were born in
Kentucky.
1881, did you say?
Yeah.
So
And so I left there and I moved to Floresburg. They built a new cemetery there in Floresburg. And I got me a job there at Floresburg. Then they worked for 15 cents an hour. Well, all the work they had to do around there, you know, build the building and dig ditches and all that. 15 cents an hour.
did you dig graves too?
Huh?
Did you have to dig graves too?
No. They was building the graveyard there.
Oh.
They put up all these old-time rock, fence rock.
Mm-hmm.
They built that out of this old-time fence rock, that flat rock. Oh, it's a pretty place.
Yeah.
If I had that book here, I could show you.
Tell me about this living in a cabin, this cabin that you lived in for 4 years with one door and one window. Was it a log cabin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
butted up.
Yeah.
I lived on a man's farm. The house was on a man's farm. And I lived there and I paid $8 a month rent to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you really lived in a log cabin, just like Abraham Lincoln?
I wish I'd have took that picture.
Yeah.
Oh, I could show it.
What did you cook on inside the cabin?
Huh?
How did you cook inside the cabin?
Oh, I had me a stove and
Coal stove or wood?
coal stove. Had me a range, they call them, you know. And I had the bed made with boards, mattresses and covers on it.
Did it have a fireplace in this cabin?
Well, I kept warm by the coal stove,
by
you
the
know.
stove.
Them days they burned wood and coal.
Yeah.
See?
You didn't have any inside toilet, of course.
Oh, no. Oh, I had it outside. Had to go outside in the cold.
Yeah.
I was building back there, shack,
Yeah.
out that side there, door.
Yeah. Who had built this cabin? Did you know who had built the cabin, or?
No, I never did know who had built it. Well, Mr. Yenawine, when I was renting from him, he must have had it built, but it was on his farm.
Yeah. Tell me about how it would be in a cold winter night, sleeping in a log cabin. How would you describe it to me?
Warm.
Warm?
Yeah. Warm in the house.
Yeah.
It's muttered up tight. More just one room, you know. It's bound to be warm. Had plenty covered.
Yeah.
But,
There were no cracks?
no
No cracks up at the eaves by the roof?
No, I just had one, just a little attic up there. Had one window in it. I never did get up in there, you know.
Uh-huh.
And paid no mind to that.
Yeah. Did you think that when you were sleeping in this old log cabin that you were just like the pioneers, like your
No,
grandparents?
well, them days I didn't know what I know now. I didn't think about it, talking about something like that, you know, pioneers.
Yeah. Did you have any light in there at all?
Oh, lamp. I
Lamp.
burned kerosene. Them days they call it coal oil.
Coal oil.
Now they call it kerosene.
Yeah. Were you able to read by this lamp, or did you bother?
Oh, yes, yeah. I got good eyes now. I can read the paper yet.
Well, then you must have met your wife along this time, someplace along in here after living in this lodge.
Well, she lived up there in Floresburg. That's where I met her.
That's when you were working on the
Her
cemetery.
name was Mary Coleman.
And how did you meet her?
Well, I lived up there in that country and I met up with her right around the neighborhood.
You didn't meet her at a dance, or?
No, not the dance.
Yeah.
I knew that her brothers, you know. Her mother had 9 children.
What was your impression when you first saw her?
Well, my impression was I just first one I ever met, the one I ever went with, you know. So that's where it went.
Yeah. How long did you go together before you got married?
Huh?
How long did you go together before you got married?
A couple of years, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then did you have a big wedding?
No. I went to a place to get married. I took George Roberts and his wife with us. Went up there at Shelbyville to get married. And that guy that married had a big wad of chew tobacco in his mouth, too. So we got married up there.
That was in Shelbyville, Kentucky?
Yeah.
How old were you then?
I was 40.
40. And
Yeah.
how old was your bride?
Huh?
How old was your wife?
She's 24. I was about 24.
24.
She's young.
Were you ready to settle down then?
Oh, yeah.
Say, when you were a young man, were there any Civil War veterans still around that you remember from the Civil War?
Oh, yeah. I tell you what they had there. Had an awful big building that had all these old-time men that been in the war, that they made their home there.
At Louisville?
In that building, the old-time veterans.
Yeah. Do you remember them?
No, I don't remember the names. All I know that was where they was placed in that building there.
Yeah. How did you miss the Spanish-American War? You would have been about 18 years old. Did you think of joining up or anything?
Well, her brother Jim, he was in that
Spanish-American War?
I believe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had one lung after he come out of service.
But you never joined or felt like joining, or?
Well, I tell you, when they went around and tried to get all these men, you know, in service, I was 40 years old, and they wouldn't take nobody at my age that was helping the farmers out.
Yeah, that was in World War I.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the reason I got out of the war.
Yeah. But if we go back 20 years, were you too young for the Spanish-American War, for Cuba?
Oh, yeah.
You were too young for that?
Yeah.
Well, after you got married, did you keep working at the cemetery?
Well, after I got married, I worked till they got done. Till they finished it.
Yeah. And then what did you do?
Well, let's see, what did they do? I was working for and then I had to go back to the truck order and the farmers, work for them, you know, make a living.
Yeah. Were you living, where, did you rent a house or log?
Well, that old log cabin.
You and your bride went to the log cabin then, huh?
Yeah.
I'll be darned. How did she like the log cabin?
Well, she was satisfied.
Did you have any children while you lived in the log cabin?
Rosella was the first child I had. She was born in that log cabin.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember how you got medical care or a doctor or anything?
Oh, yeah, we call up.
You'd call and
Go up farmers, you don't call up for a doctor.
Okay.
He'd come out at the house.
with a horse and buggy?
Horse and buggy.
Yeah.
Dr. Bernard.
Yeah, and he would deliver the baby then, and
Well, no. My wife's mother delivered that baby.
and the doctor wasn't there, huh?
Well, them days, they could do that. But now it's against the law. They can't do it no more.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, we called up Dr. Bernard one time to see if everything was all right.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing he found, the navel cord wasn't cut short enough.
Uh-huh.
That's the only fault he felt of that.
Yeah.
I gave her mother $10 for what she done.
Yeah. Well, that was cheap, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the baby, then mother and baby just stayed right in the log cabin then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be dying. Were you a happy family?
Yeah, we're happy.
Yeah. What did you do for recreation? What did you do, say after work or on Saturday or Sunday or?
Well, we didn't know we never had no recreation that them days.
Yeah.
Didn't we just stay at home and
worked?
Work, and that's one thing.
Did you sit around in the evening? Did you have a newspaper or a book, or did you talk, or?
No, we never had no newspaper.
Yeah.
Never had no clock. Them days you never had no radio and television, nothing like that.
Yeah. You said you didn't even have a clock?
Oh, yeah, we had a clock.
Yeah.
Sure, bound to have a clock, you know, them days. There's one that you wind.
Yeah. Did you keep a cow or anything in those days?
No, I did have a couple of chickens around the house there at the lower cabin, get our eggs off that chicken.
Yeah. Was living cheap in those days?
Oh, good gracious, yes.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Why, I and Maxwell had a Ford sedan car.
Yes.
And we worked on the WPA them days, cutting down banks, building the roads, you know, and all that. So we'd go with Eastwood to the store. And man, he'd take a bushel basket, and I'd take a bushel basket. And we'd buy stuff there, and man, we'd get that heap and bushel baskets full for $4. It was groceries. That was cheap. Bologna was 10 cents a pound. So I'd pay him a little money for taking me over and back, you know. So, well then, we would, of course, WPA and then was done. So another thing I was going to say, I lived on the Hardin place.
Where was that?
That was way back in the country, you know. Back in the country, lived on the Hardin place. So I lived up on the hill, way up on the hill there. And so I used to make a lot of wine. Make wine and home brew. So I had a nigger to come over there and plow my garden, you know. He come over there to plow mules and the sled and the plow. His name was Pug. Call him Pug. So I give him some drink, you know, while he's working. And when he got done, before he left, he feeling pretty good. And boy, he took that team of mules and went out the gate and down the road, hollering and happy, oh, he's happy as you could be.
What kind of wine did you make?
I made elderberry wine, elderberries. I made grape wine. I made home brew.
How would you make the wine? How would you do it?
Well, I'll tell you. You get your elderberries.
Ripe or green or?
Oh, black.
Black.
Turn
yeah.
black.
Right.
You pull them all off, you know,
Yeah.
and put them in a jar. Pick them all up. Put them in. When you get done, then you mash them all up. Good. I used to make and take 5 gallons of water and pour in there. See, after you get your water poured in there, why you use 5 pounds of sugar and put in there. And put 1 yeast cake. That works, see. Well, you let that sit for about 2 or 3 weeks. It goes to fermenting. See, go to working. Well, when it gets done working, quit simmering, you know. Well, it's time to put it in quart bottles. I'd say put it on quart bottle, put a cap on, put it away.
Did you have to cover this big container or anything like that?
No. So
You just-
Tom Mumford, he was my neighbor along there in the country, you know. So old Tom would come over all the time. He liked wine. So he drank and drank and drank. So till he got feeling pretty good. He said, John, how about giving me a gallon of that wine? I'll let you have a hen. Rhode Island hen. I said, all right, Tom. Boy, go out there and check it out and get your hen. Pick out one. I got the big Rhode Island red hen. So I sit around there, we drank. I never did drink much of my wine. I didn't care for it. I liked the beer better though, and I drank that. So I said, Tom, I said, it's time for me to go. Wait, I'll go back over there with you again. Yeah, I like your company. He always liked to talk to somebody. His folks was gone away from home, you know. That's the reason we had a good time while they was gone.
How about this home brew? Did you make a lot of it?
Well, yes.
Yeah.
I made a lot of it.
How'd you do that? How did you make it? How do you make home brew?
Oh, well, it's putting the same thing to make wine. Mix it up like that there, you know. I'd buy a can of malt, you know.
Right.
Malt. And I'd take and cook that a little bit, you know. I'd get my pot. I had a jar, about 12-gallon jar. I'd cook it and put it in there, you know, and put what I needed in there, sugar and all that. And boy, that stuff was strong. Now, don't you think it wasn't? Nowadays, the best way to make it with hops. Take hops and make it. It's way better than buy this canned malt. That's how they make it nowadays. Hop.
Make out of hops?
Hop, yeah.
Did you ever make any whiskey? Any?
No, I never did care for no hard drinks. I never made no nothing but wine and beer.
Yeah.
No whiskey.
Did anybody make it around there?
Well, I lived on a Hardin place, and Sam Hillum, he was a great guy for drinking whiskey. Lived on a Hardin place, and across the way there wasn't nobody living in the Hardin. Oh, it was a big farm, and they had a big long barn, and they had the cars on that side, and there was a driveway went in there. And the morning we started going in that driveway there, they had a corn crib there on the right. Sam says, hey, boy, I smell something. He didn't smell it then. Well, we got up there in that crib. There wasn't no corn in it. We tore up the flooring. There was a barrel of rye, and there was a barrel of whiskey, corn, whole whiskey barrel. You seen that big. So by God, we didn't do a darn thing. Sam said, I'm going home. I'm going to get about 3 empty gallons. He took a sample out of both barrels and took it home. I didn't care about it. So old man Pig, he's the one that had it over there. That happened on a Sunday evening, and we went over there the next morning. Was on the Sunday morning. It was all gone.
Huh.
He found out that somebody had been into it. And his name was Pig, and he was a moonshiner. He'd make moonshine. Yeah.
How much did moonshine cost in those days?
Well, them days it was cheap, you know, them days. And they tell me, now I lived in Floydsburg, and there's a county patrolman there. And he used to catch all these moonshiners, you know, running scales. So I used to help him in the milk there, you know. I used to do a little work for him. So one morning I went over there to his house. There he was down there at the barn. And up where the horses in here, there's racks up there where they throw the hay down, where the horses eat the hay. And up in there, by God, he had a glass jug. That thing was that high from the floor.
About 3 feet high?
And that big around.
Right. 18 inches around.
He stole that moonshine when he raided the place. He'd take it home.
Uh-huh.
That's Cassidy was his name.
Yeah.
Oh, heck, you're big, but he was way bigger, and he was a common patrolman now. He'd raid all these places.
And he was taking it home with him.
Yeah, he'd say, sure, he'd get some of it.
Well, as I can reconstruct your life there, you just worked on farms and around farms until the Depression came, and then you went to work on the WPA.
Now, you take care of all of it.
And then what happened after the WPA? What did you do?
Well, then things got better then. I started working on a farm, doing farm work, because there wasn't nothing else to do. Truck gardening and farm work.
Yeah.
The farm work is different than truck gardening. Truck gardening is stuff that we all eat, but the farmers, all they raise is tobacco and corn and fill silos for the winter for the cows to eat.
Yeah. So then what did you do after, say, World War I or World War II came along? What did you do? You stayed on the farm?
I stayed, yeah. I stayed on the farm pretty much after I quit factory work.
Yeah. And then what did you stayed there until you were what age? How old were you when you finally quit working on the farm? Farms, I should say.
Well, I was around about 30s, I guess, somewhere.
Yeah.
I weighed about 141 when I was a young fellow. I was stout.
Yeah.
And I went to Salt River one time, and they raised tobacco and corn. I stayed up there the whole winter. Hunt and fish and trap. There was two men there. They always liked to coon hunt. So I used to go out coon hunting with them. And I stayed up there. And I learned how to raise tobacco then. That's where I learned how to use. I raised 2 crops of tobacco.
On your own land, or?
No, I was on the Miss Camber's farm at that time, on another place.
Yeah.
Miss Camber, I don't know. And she let me, I'd clean up a whole big woods land. I helped the man to drag all the logs and the dirt out of it, and black loom, you know. And I had, that first year, I had a good crop of tobacco. I got good money, too. And so,
were you allowed to grow as much tobacco as you wanted?
Well, them days, but now they cut it down so many acres. They cut it way down. Tobacco's high now.
How many acres did you plant the first year you tried it?
Just about an acre. So the next year, guess what happened?
What happened?
Surprised. I put out a crop on the same ground. I had it all planted nice in a row. Well, I was glad I got done. I went up there the next morning. Guess what happened? I couldn't see a stalk of tobacco anymore. And that year was grasshopper day.
Yeah.
I'd walk along like this, you know, and boy, they'd fly up on me and all this. I couldn't hardly walk, and so by God, I was mad. I got mad. My crop was all spoiled. So
Grasshoppers had eaten it, huh? The grasshoppers had eaten it?
Oh, yeah, there never was a stalk in the field. Every bit of it.
End of part 1, John Cash. Well, we were talking about the grasshoppers eating all your food. How much money did you get for your tobacco crop that first?
Well, the first crop I raised, I got good money. I got $105, and they had a pool in. I joined the pool, you know, and I got $105 on the first payment. So then I had to wait. A couple of months later, I got $52 more. And the guy said to me, "Say, you mean to tell me you drove that one pay $105? I said, "Yeah." I said, "They told me I had an awful fine crop of tobacco." He said, "Man," he said, "where'd you grow that at?" I said, "I growed it on woods land. I cleared the woods land, and I growed it in that black loom." That's the reason I had such a pretty tobacco. And here, smell this.
Now, what is that?
That's Mickey tobacco. I smoke that.
How do you, M-I-C-K-E-Y?
Yeah.
And where do you get that?
I get it at the Rooster Tail down there.
Yeah. Now, is that Kentucky tobacco there?
Well, R.J. Reynolds, you know,
Yeah.
he always bought tobacco. Oh, I don't know now. See, this tobacco raised from here all the way into Kentucky and places, you know, all these little towns around, several places they raise tobacco.
Yeah. Now, is that chewing tobacco there?
Well, you can chew it, but I smoke it.
In a pipe or roll?
Pipe, yeah.
Yeah.
It's strong, though.
Yeah.
You see, I tell you, that first grade that comes out, that leaf, that goes in cigarette tobacco. Now on up, they call them lugs. That goes in cigarette tobacco. The long lugs and short lugs, same color. From there on up, you get your long red leaf. That go up further, you get your short red leaf.
Yeah.
Short. Then you get these tips. That's what they make these little tips, you know, out of this tobacco, and they don't even pull the stem. They don't stem it.
Yeah.
The stems in that.
Yeah.
That's the top, what you call them.
Yeah.
That's the top tips. Cost less than any of them.
And that's what they make chewing tobacco out of.
Oh, yeah. That's just about what this goes is chewing tobacco and plug tobacco. And
Plug
all.
tobacco. Now, you smoked all your life?
Oh, yeah, pipe.
What time? When did you start smoking? How old were you?
Oh, God, when I was 21.
When you were 21 years old.
See, that men where I used to work with, they always smoked a pipe, and I started smoking pipe. I tried to smoke cigarettes, but I smoked too fast. Couldn't get any satisfaction out of a cigarette. I always liked my pipe. Still smoke all up to date.
You've been in good health all your life, John?
Well, I tell you what I done. I worked with every doctor in this town. I doctored with old Dr. Bob when he was in the Wabash, that place there. He had his office there.
Dr. Bob LaSalle?
Dr. Richard's dad.
Yeah.
His dad, the dad.
Yeah.
I kind of all the doctors. There's 12 doctors I doctored with. I went from one to another. I always did like the Lazelles. My doctor, Lazelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Why did you need a doctor? Here you are, 92 years old almost. What did you ever need a doctor for?
Well, I'll tell you, I got a little ulcer. And that here, I tell you, when you get up in age, you'll not have anything.
Yeah.
Now, I went to Dr. Richard. He examined that. Guess what he called it?
Huh.
Swim ear.
Swimmer's ear.
Swim ear.
Yeah.
I got a little tube. I dropped in up in there.
Yeah.
And I feel a little bit better about it.
Yeah.
He said, now you take and wash that an ear out with warm water first, then put a drop of that stuff in twice a day.
Yeah. You never had any operations?
Oh, no, never been in the hospital.
Never been in a hospital?
No, sir.
That's pretty good. Are you happy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my legs are good.
Yeah. Do you wear glasses?
No,
Don't wear glasses.
I can read paper.
And you can read the paper still. Yeah. Do you enjoy reading the paper?
Well, the women here, they read it a whole lot, and I just sit down, you know. Rosie's good on reading papers.
Mm-hmm.
She tells all that.
She condenses the news for you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you enjoy television?
Well, I think it's a great thing, though. Good pastime.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember the first automobile you saw?
Well, sir, I lived out on Preston Street. An old man Rufraw, he was a truck gardener. He had 3 sons, and he had plenty of money. So he bought a first car out on Preston Street. It was an Oldsmobile. And boy, the people couldn't get over it. First thing he done, Sunday morning, we went to church with it. And you ought to see how them people, first car car they ever seen out there in them days, you know. That was way back there. One time, I was living out on Preston Street. I never had no home. So there was a saloon and a grocery store right out on Preston Street. I slept in the barn. Never had no home. So one night they had a dance out there, and it was Gilbert. He was one of the convict patrolmen. He was over the tavern there talking, you know. And there's another, his brother was over at the dancing hall. So by George, he got to dance around there, and he heard a shot. And by George, the guy shot the convict patrolman over there. And boy, he rushed over there right quick, and boy, he killed him right there on the spot. And then they didn't get out of it. He was a Mason. Mason, you know, and they do anything, wouldn't bother him. That's what happened out there on Preston Street.
I'll be darned.
Yeah. Yeah, old man Rufo, boy. He's the first one I ever seen. That's the first one I ever seen, too.
Yeah.
Car. Yeah. I don't own a car in my life. I had all the chance in the world to have one, but...
Never owned a car?
No, never did.
Did you ever learn how to drive?
Yeah. As Willie Almond, I used to work for Willie. He's pretty well off, and he built houses. He had two men that worked for him, you know. He'd have them to build houses for him. So he was way out on what you call a cabbage, way out in the country, cabbage lane. Well, he told me to get a hold of that truck. You want to learn me how to get a drive, you know? Old Rocky Road, they called it. Pike, them days. I was coming along, I was put near the Churchill Downs, about a mile from there, put near. I said, well, here, take it. I'm getting all excited, I'm nervous. What's the matter? Oh, I was driving it all the way, you know, till I was going into town where all the cycle was. He looked at me and laughed. You had to take it. I couldn't. I was excited, nervous, you know.
Do you remember anything about the Ku Klux Klan?
Ku Klux Klan. What's the meaning?
Wore the white costumes and the hoods on their heads and everything?
No, all them days, no.
You don't remember anything about the Ku Klux Klan and the white sheets and all that stuff?
Well, I remember that one time there in Floresburg, they had a blacksmith shop there. Of course, them days, they quit then, you know, everything news come up. So they had a holy roller business there.
Did they?
And boy, you talk about people acting crazy at them holy rollers. Boy, you ever see one? I'll see one. Boy, you did die like. They go crazy. Following, carrying.
Yeah. Did you go to one of their services or peek in the window or what?
Oh yeah, that's how I know how they act, you know. I go around and peek in the window.
Yeah.
Boy, they get wild, crazy.
Did you belong to a church all your life, John?
Well, yeah, we joined the Baptist.
You joined the Baptist?
Brother Weaver. And, they took him away, and he went in service to be a doctor in the service, Dr. Weaver. Now, I went over there one morning, just before they got to eat breakfast, you know. That was eating, though. So there was his wife and him, and they had a boy. That's what Charlie had. And guess what they had for breakfast? These round yellow things, what do you call them? That you dip down in there and eat out that stuff.
Oh, cantaloupe?
No.
Muskmelon?
Yeah.
Muskmelon, cantaloupe?
Oh, what? Anyhow, I can't think of the name.
Well,
Grapefruit?
Grapefruit.
Yeah. Says, Sonny, eat that meat out of there. He said, Daddy, I can't see no meat. I thought I'd right. I can't see the meat, Daddy. You know, take the spoon and get that other stuff out.
Yeah. How about when you were younger, say, if you got sick or something like that, what would you do? Like if you got a stomach ache or sprain?
I don't remember. I was sick.
Yeah. You didn't have to go to a doctor or anything like
Well, I tell you, when I did started getting sick, I was about, I was staying with people then, you know. That's when the flu was. I had the flu that time.
Yeah.
And they had it. And Nan and his wife had it. So I was able to do the work around there, you know. The one time when I did it, I tried to fix some dinner. I cooked a whole big pot of bean soup.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, it was more than they could eat, you know. They give me a laugh with how much bean soup I made for them. None of us had a good appetite. So there was a doctor out there right at the time. He went to visit somebody. So I had the flu. Oh, I had sore throat. Going down there right quick when he come out of there. I said, look, Doc. Oh, he said, you have got a sore throat. Tell you what you do. You go home and get some hot water, soda water, and you gargle that throat twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
Keep on gargling every day. And that's how I cut that flying, you know, that soreness out there. And I got all right.
Yeah. Did you have any retirement pay or anything when you got time to retire?
No, not them days.
Yeah. You retired before Social Security, and do you draw Social Security now?
Oh, about that. Why, I was working the Celtics that time. I worked there. I was 68 years old, the Celtics. Well, when I quit then when I got that age. So, well, then I started going on Social Security. Then I was old enough, you see.
When did you come to Wabash? What year did you come to Wabash?
1930.
Why did you
1920. Well, her brothers all worked these rock wool plants, and we moved from down there up north.
1930 or 1920?
29, more
30.
20, yeah, between 29 and 30.
Yeah. Well, you worked on the WPA in Wabash then?
No.
Down there?
Yeah, down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Kentucky.
Yeah.
WCA.
Yeah. You think that you've had a happy life?
Oh, yeah.
Never had anything to worry about, or
Nothing to worry about.
sleep good?
Slept good.
Yeah.
Went to bed early, got up early, 4 o'clock in the morning, out the country there.
Yeah.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that was early hours.
I'll tell you right now, when you work for these milk dairy men, boy, you got to get up.
You got to get up and get the work done, huh?
Yeah, get the cow's milk so they can ship the milk away. Clean.
Well, let me see what else I can ask you here. What kind of clothes did you wear when you were a kid?
Always dressed well.
Yeah. What were they?
Well, just like I am now.
Yeah.
Overalls, mostly all the time.
You never went in the Army or anything, did you?
Oh, no.
Yeah. And you quit school when you were the 8th grade?
Yeah. I learned German, Latin. I can read German.
Can you?
I can read Latin. I can talk German.
Was this a public school?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever take any trips or anything?
Trip.
Yeah.
Well, I took a trip to Salt River. That's the only trip I took, Salt River.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed there till next spring and helped the farmers raise tobacco and corn.
Mm-hmm. Do you think life has changed much?
Oh, good gracious. We never had nothing like we got today. We were looking, like old man Ben Bursey, I told you I worked for him in the dairy.
Mm-hmm.
He had one of these there no air thing. The air, you sit in the air, you know, the air that's going on.
Yeah.
What do you?
Crystal radio?
Huh?
Would that be a crystal radio set?
No, it's just a thing. I don't know what it looked like anyway. You could hear the news, you know, on it. Well, went along, oh, by George, later on, they finally got these radios out, and he started getting radio. We never did know what a television was. Radio come out long before the television came out. You know that?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Did you ever own a bicycle when you were a kid?
Yes, sir. I bought a bicycle when I worked for Pete Diller. I had two boyfriends, and I rode all around the hotbed fence, try to learn how to run it. And talk about sweating, it was in the summertime, hot. So I finally got so I could run it and guide it, you know. So when two boys come out there and said, "What do you say, John? Let's go to all the parks in town." I said, "All right." Went to all the parks in town and go around. So I wasn't Pete Diller then. So, see, I didn't sleep up in his house. I had a belly on the outside there in the yard down below there. Me and Joe, his son, slept down in there. So there was a guy come out one night, and there was a cellar door here, and a window there in the kitchen. He got on a cellar door, and he raised that window up and got him into the other's house, tried to rob it, but he didn't get nothing. And that was me and Joe. He didn't bother us down below. I didn't know it the next morning. So, talking about that bicycle. Well, I come home, it was dark. Ride my bicycle. I put my bicycle on the porch here where we had a bedroom in the house there. So I down there, got up, went down there to feed the horses. Here come Pete down there. He said, "John, what happened to your bicycle?" I said, "No, why?" He said, "You got a flat tire." Oh, I said, "I never noticed it." I ran into some glass.
Cut your tire.
Yeah, cut the tire.
Yeah. Well, that's real interesting. What would you have any advice to young people today?
Huh?
Would you have any advice that you would give young people today?
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Nothing that you would say that some young high school student or grade school student would.
No, not like that.
Yeah. Did you vote all your life?
No, I didn't want to come up north.
Didn't you?
No.
Why not?
Well, them days I didn't know nothing about it. They didn't come around when you come to vote.
Who did you vote for during the Depression? That would have been the first time that you voted then.
I always liked Kennedy.
Yeah.
Kennedy and Eisenhower.
Yeah. Did you vote for Franklin D. Roosevelt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you think that he would run as long as he did?
Well, I tell you, Chocolate Roosevelt, he done a big mistake when he killed all them hogs that time.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? He should have given them to poor people, but he didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I got against him.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever think that the country would be like it is today when you were growing up as a young man?
Heck no. I was surprised where things was changing, where they starting out.
Yeah.
Where the younger takes 35 years for another generation.
Yeah. But this modern living, as we would call it, has really surprised you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What way?
Well, I don't know.
Would you say that there's too many cars, or?
No, well, I tell you, the Bible says someday there'll be horseless cars and people flying in the air. It's there now, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's here.
Did you ever take an airplane ride?
No, I wouldn't have, but I had to change.
You would not?
No.
Why?
Why, cause Albert Coleman took it one time, and boys, they hit their pockets up there. Albert said his eyes got that big would hit their pockets.
Uh-huh.
But he enjoyed riding, you know.
Did he?
Albert, he worked for Deal's machine shop
Uh-huh.
for years and years.
Uh-huh.
And they'd send him away, you know. Any machine that was bought there
Mm-hmm.
that went out of whack, he had to go up and fix it, you know, sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I come to get an airplane ride. They paid for all the expenses.
You know, I remember when you used to make dog houses. We bought our first dog house from you.
12 years I made dog houses.
How many dog houses do you think you made in those years?
Oh, good gracious. I never kept count of them. Dr. Richard, he bought 7 of them off of me. He got them yet right today.
Yeah.
A lot of them keep asking, why don't I build dog houses? I can't. I don't get the lumber no more. I just get all them skids from the filing plant, nice pine boards, 2x4s. I get all I wanted. That's where I made all my dog houses for 12 years.
They gave it to you free?
Oh, yeah, they're glad to get it away. Why, they throw it on the dump if they didn't take it away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I done all my buying down there at Farm Brewer, nails and roofing. One thing or another, what I needed.
Yeah.
They still ask me to still build dog houses.
Yeah. If you had the lumber, would you still be building them?
Well, I would, yes, I would.
Yeah.
I'd take my time at it. Of course, I couldn't, I had a hand, so I didn't have any electric, so they always told me, why don't you get you one of them?
Yeah. Well, you made nice dog houses. Had
Oh,
a shingle roof on them, remember?
Yeah, them women, and you know, they was crazy. There's one woman come and says, I like the way you build your dog house. I never did put my door in the middle. I always left the place right here. And here, I put my door on the end, this end corner here. So whenever weather gets bad, you know, they can put their head over here and get out all they full will. But as far as last, you know what I done? I went and built a board over the door up on top, you know. So rain and snow wouldn't fall. Wouldn't that?
Wouldn't fall in the dog's house, huh?
Yeah. And so Thompson, he worked in the office there, filing plant, you know. I used to put one or two outside, you know, show people.
Yeah.
I used to have a lot in the backyard too at the same time. He said to me, he said, "Say, John, first time I see anybody with porches on the dog house." Porch, he called it.
He called it a porch, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's still living yet today, old Thompson.
Yeah. Hey, I think you're in pretty good shape for 91 or 90. When's your birthday?
14th day of April, be 93.
Be 93. The 14th day of April, 1974. Well, I think that's great. No teeth? Yeah.
I felt better too after I had them all taken out.
Did you? When was that?
Oh, that's been 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's real interesting. Anything else you'd like to say on the tape that we'll record and keep?
Well, you got to ask me. I don't know.
Yeah. You've still got all your hair, too.
Yeah, I never go bald-headed.
Yeah, well, I guess
That's a flat top.
the only thing you lost is your teeth. Right? The only thing you lost are your teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have to gum it. I just eat a lot of stuff I can't chew.
Yeah.
I just got what I eat a lot of soup, you know. Anything else.
How many children did you have?
Well, Jim, Rosella, and Rosella, and Betty. Oh, how many children I have? Rose, Betty, Rose, the first, she's born in the log cabin.
Yeah.
Rose, Betty, and Jim. I didn't have but 4.
4. Yeah.
4 children.
All living?
Oh, yeah.
All still living.
Only not had no trouble with them dying yet. No. I'll be like, I'll outlive more than them.
You're in doggone good shape, I'll tell you. You still take a walk every day, don't you?
Oh, good gracious. I have to, Rose, I'm going to tell you what I do. Me and Rose go to the rummage sale all the time, when the rummage sale. And boy, she really can walk. And I have to stay behind her because I can't keep up with her. I said, "Oh, whoop, put on the brakes."
You still go to rummage sales.
Yeah, we like to go to rummage sales.
Isn't that amazing?
I like to go with her.
Yeah, I think that's great. Well, John, I think I'll end the interview. I can't think of anything else.
Well, I'm willing to tell you anything you want to know.
I think it's you ever remember any unusual weather or storms or anything that you...
Oh, yeah. Down there in Kentucky, they had a storm, cyclone, that he blew them boxcars off the track, tore all the big trees out of the ground, cleaned the roots, and blew the man's whole top of his house, old man Clora's house, whole roof off his house. That's what I can remember.
Where were you when this was going on?
Well, I was living out there at Crestwood.
Didn't bother you, though?
Well, I didn't know. No, it didn't bother us. But they just come in, no, different directions, certain places, would come through. That's where it works.
Was Louisville a tough town when you were a kid?
Oh, no. No. A lot of good race horses and good-looking women there in Kentucky. Whiskey, behind whiskey.
But it wasn't what you'd consider a tough town, huh? Did they have a big red light district in those days? Did they have a big red light district in those days?
Yeah, no.
Was there a lot of whiskey around? And
oh, yeah. And these farmers, you know what they used to do to take the cattle to town?
What?
They'd go ahead and ride them on the street to the slaughterhouses. Hogs and cows. And they'd have a horse and wagon, 2 horses and a wagon. In case one gives out, pick him up and throw him in the wagon. Give out, sometimes they get right on the street, down the street to home. As they would walk them down there.
Huh, that's really...
Boy, that was the days. And a hack drivers, why, heck, I worked a place where I got that money I was telling you about. Why, heck, they had a hearse, they call it. They put the dead people in that hearse, and the people went to the funeral. By God, they'd have hacks. Horses pulling hacks to the burial funeral home. Them days, we didn't know what it was like it is today.
Yeah. Well, John, I want to thank you for taking your time this afternoon.
Come now.
Why?
I never would have done it with you when they came and forced me.
Well, I like old people,
When are
and
you gonna do
huh?
When are you going to do that?
What are we going to do with this? Well, we're going to take it and we're going to type it, and then we're going to give it to you to read, or Rosalie, or someone to read.
You won't be on that, will it?
No, that's not going to be on television.
I told the fellow when I went out to Clark's this morning. He was cleaning up outside there at Clark's, and he told me, he said, boy, he said, you mean to tell me you're 92? I said, yeah. He said, you was born in 1881. I said, yeah. I was telling him about you. I said, guess what Peter I want to do? I said, why don't you do that? Go ahead and do it. Sure, do that. He says they do it everywhere else.
Sure.
He wants you to do it.
Well, sure.
Me and Rose went.
Yeah. Well, we type this up, and you'll get a chance to read it and get a copy, and we'll keep it at the library.
Yeah,
we'll keep it at the library. Now you have your own little book, like. So
I didn't think I could make it.
Well, John, I want to thank you again for your time, and this is George Dingledye interview.